CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code.
Guys, the Chicken is here. We're back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, very excited because we have Season 22. We have a name. That name is Ability. So this is exciting because I think this is something we've talked about in the Warships community for kind of a long time. So I'm going to talk about what I think this could mean and more. But first, we have to disappointingly show you guys where we finished in Season 22. Season 21. I'm already over Season 21. I'm on to Season 22 in my mind. 22 at 35 stars. Not great. They kind of fell apart the last few days. Didn't push as much as I should have. And yeah, so what I also wanted to mention too is I'm going to be stepping up the membership program for you guys that are members on the channel. I'm going to have tech tree guides, layouts, all that stuff, pictures, images, strategy posting in the members section of our Discord server. So make sure you join the Discord server if you want any of that stuff. Make sure that you look into becoming a channel member if you do choose to do so. Not required. All the info will be available to everybody, but I'm really going to focus this season on doing something special for the members, just as a way for me to give back to those of you that choose to support, because I do appreciate it. All right, so let's have a chat here. So we'll get Hammerman going. Now, Season 22 abilities. What this could mean, the only thing that makes sense in my mind is temporary gunboat abilities. That I don't see it being anything other than that. Now, this is exciting. What else could... I guess it could mean hero abilities, too. But we already have all the heroes in the tech tree anyway, so I don't see how that could be a thing. Because we've got gunboat abilities, we have temporary gunboat abilities, we have hero abilities. I don't think there's any other abilities in the game that I can think of anyways. So, we already have all the gunboat abilities, and we already have all the heroes and all their abilities. What we don't have, and what we've never seen before in Warships, are temporary abilities, like the cryo bomb, the second wind, what's the speed one called? Haste? It's not haste, it's speed serum. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. But stuff like that I think is really, really interesting. And think of it this way. What was one of the biggest problems with Season 21? It was what we call key vacuums. So when you go to the next unlock, the next upgrade, instead of getting something that helps you, you get like mechs, or you get, you know, rainmakers that were kind of useful for a second, but not really overall. You get these like 40+ key unlocks that don't help you out at all. So if we're replacing those things, if we're replacing you know, some of those unlocks that were the proto troops, you know, critter cannons, whatever it is that didn't help us at all. Temporary gunboat abilities, other than the tiny shock, which even then isn't that bad. You know, there's a couple, you know, there's the explosive drones. Please, Supercell, if you're watching this, don't put explosive drones as a part in the tech tree that you have to unlock. Don't do that. But other than the explosive drones, the rest of them are actually pretty good. So, I mean, they can't really screw us too badly with this one is what I'm thinking. Because things like cryo bombs, speed serum, what else do we have? Tiny shock. Anyways, these temporary abilities are really going to be amazing, and they're really going to help a lot. Because, I mean, you imagine being able to clear mines with cryo bombs. If cryo bombs are early on in the meta, it's going to be so... I think it's going to be so heavy rush dominant. Because remember, cryo bombs clear shock mines as well. So cryo bombs plus seekers could be disgusting. So I think they need to put seekers later in the tree. Maybe just a season without, you know, maybe just a season without seekers. Let's take out seekers. Let's take out the heavy choppers. Let's do some more stuff that we did at the end of last season. Some more Kavan craziness with the Shockeneers. That was fun. That was fun. And, you know, if it's a better tech tree with more abilities that we can use that actually help us and help the attacks, I think that's going to be great. And, you know, maybe they can lean into the defense a little bit more by just having more ice statues. Just having more ice overall. Have more building health and building damage, not ice statues, chicken. Are these grenadiers going to die, or like what is going on here? But yeah, you know, I'm excited for it. I really like that they're going this route. Now, I could still be wrong. I don't actually know what this season's going to be yet. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. But I assume that's what everyone is thinking, right? Let me know in the comments if you think, if you're thinking it's going to be something else. But I don't see how it could be anything else other than more abilities, because we do have all of the gunboat abilities in the tech tree. We don't typically get them all every season, but let's just take a quick look here. Yeah, we always have these available. Now, I guess what it could mean, they could throw a curveball at us, and maybe it's like you don't have to unlock any gunboat abilities. You just get your starting abilities right off the bat, which would be absolutely disastrous. That would be horrible if we had barrage and artillery starting off. Yeah. Or maybe they're taking barrage and artillery out this season, its abilities, but I don't think anything makes sense other than it's going to be temporary abilities being added. So I mean, let's think of what some of those are. So we've got the ones we said. We have the healing critters too, and that's pretty well it, I think, in terms of the good ones. Yeah, I think I'm most excited for the speed serum and the cryo bomb. I think those are really gonna. I think they're gonna be pretty game changing, and it's great because we're gonna have a new tech tree. We're gonna have new stuff that we haven't used, and it's gonna be like last season, but a lot better, because in my mind, they can't really put as many. I think the biggest problem with last season. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place in this video, but I think the biggest problem with last season was what we were just talking about, was the key vacuums. There's too many worthless upgrades that just did nothing but stalled progress and stalled progression, and just kind of threw a wrench into wherever you were going, and just made it take, you know, what should have taken a day, take 2 to 3 more days. You know, a lot of us were stuck at 19, 20, 21 for a week, and you know, if you weren't a diamond at that time, you know, when everyone kind of slowed down, then, you know, it became really tough to progress after that. So I feel like it's a good kind of it's going to be a good fix to that, hopefully, depending on what it actually ends up looking like. But I don't see how they can screw that up, and it's obviously not a direct fix. It's just an indirect thing that's going to happen, I think, and I feel like that's just going to be beneficial to everybody. So that's what I'm most excited about with the ability season title. Now, again, I don't actually know, you know, if that's true or not. Remains to be seen at this point. But like I said, I can't see it being anything else, you know, unless it's you know, if we got all new heroes, not new heroes, but if we got all new abilities for all the heroes, it's probably a bit of a stretch. Doesn't sound like it would be a new troop. Typically, we see a new troop or we see something new added to the tech tree. We don't see a lot of changes really that come to it other than that. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think down below in the comments. But yeah, I mean, either way, even without this stuff, I'm just excited for the next season. It's always you know, it's always a lot of fun. The beginning of Warships is always fun, you know, regardless of if it gets too grindy or whatever your issue is later on, and you play a little bit less. Yeah, I think it's always fun at the start of the season for sure. So what should we do here? What should we do next on the main base? I feel so lost. I have not touched the resource boat since the last update. So if you guys don't know this, your resource boat, you see from 161 freed villages, that's going to make me 16,000 gold per hour. Now if we do some quick chicken math here, 16,000 gold per hour is equal to 16,000 times 24 hours. So that's 380,000 gold that we're generating per day just from our freed villages. So we multiply that by, when was the last update? 120 days ago, we'll say. That's 46 million gold I have sitting in this boat. I think the math is right on that one. You guys will let me know for sure, but I believe that's correct. From 161 freed villages, protected by the vault, 11 million. And I believe there's no cap for this either. When you collect the boat, it should break all of the storages. Now I could simply test this by tapping it, but I don't want to do that right now. I've waited this long. I want to wait to the next update. Maybe it's capped at like, I don't know, a couple million or something like that. But I don't think that it is. I'm pretty sure the chicken's correct on this one. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Don't forget, get in on the membership program if that's something you're interested in. If you want to support the channel, I'm not saying that you have to go there to get the best info or anything like that. It's going to be available to everybody at the same time. But I'm going to try to up the, what I do for people that do become channel members. So appreciate you guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.